Hello.
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 It's in the blinky thing.
It's like pointed down. Hi.
Who's on tonight? We are on. That's who.
Hi, Beverly. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Terry. Hi, Karen. Hi, Karen.
COVID strikes again.
April.
Oh, Karen, I'm sorry.
Hi, Patsy. Rainbow cheeseburger in the house.
Nice. You know what, Karen? You should.
Hi, Barbara.
You should just take 2 Advil because I think that's the recommended
Yeah, they're treating it like flu
COVID
now.
thingy. So.
I'm sorry to hear.
Hey, Barbara.
COVID again.
Beautiful weather here as well. It makes us happy.
It has
Marcy,
started.
Yes, we are on. You are on. You're part of it. You're part of the community now.
Welcome.
So each week we do this.
We do this. Well, not every week. Sometimes we miss a week when we're traveling.
That can happen.
Hi, Carol. But you were starting something.
I don't remember where I went now.
Oh,
Anyway,
it's old age.
probably.
Hi,
Who are
Carol.
That's
Don't
where
you
I was
want to do a
going.
sound check? Sound check?
Oh,
Somebody.
Yeah, you should.
Robert just ghosted.
I know. Did you see? You caught that?
We have it on.
This is my ability to go in and out to manipulate energy.
No, I think what they meant was your mind just ghosted.
Oh, actually, I think I turned it like jibber jabbered out there.
Oh, did you?
And that's a technical term, by the way. That's a physics term, jibber jabber.
Hi, Lana. Hi, Patsy. Thank you, Patsy. Somebody let us know how we're doing on Facebook.
Loud and clear, nice.
Loud and clear. Okay, well, we are Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, Sewing Machines Express, and Quilt Sampler. We do this every Tuesday from 6 to 7 Central. And the websites are, I just ghosted. That's what I'm calling it now. I just ghosted.
QuiltSampler.com and WindmillSewingCenter.com.
Yes. Those.
That's the websites.
Those are the websites.
Like and subscribe, smash up the like button.
All the things with all the buttons. Notify, subscribe, follow, share.
Whatever you feel like doing, yeah.
Whatever you feel like. We appreciate it.
Click a bell. Call Tinker. Yeah.
You're really
Anyway.
froggy tonight.
Hey. Some days are that way. The weather's nice.
It is nice. It's really nice here. And I'm kind of excited and kind of not excited at the same time. Last block tonight. And then I have homework.
And what are we going to do next?
What do we do next? Look at this.
We are doing rulers
Just this one.
and the advanced functions.
No, there's not
Features
just
and-
advanced functions. It's like, well, you know, we have all of these lines
What do they mean?
and angles on our rulers.
What do they mean?
And what all can you cut out with them? So personally, I use AccuQuilt. So if I'm going to cut something, it's going to be with the rotary, you know, with the AccuQuilt and rolling it through. But if you don't have AccuQuilt, we're going to go through how to cut some really good shapes with the ruler. And that's next week.
We'll send you some cool air, Patsy.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
only
can
for
share in
today.
the joy.
It's supposed to be in the 80s again tomorrow.
It is.
Better than hundreds.
That's true.
So I've already got us all loaded up here. So let's just turn around and get started because these take a minute to sew out. I had a really good Labor Day weekend. I didn't do anything. I went shopping a little bit.
We found a few things.
Yep. Okay. So we're all loaded up tonight. We're sewing on the Bernina 990. And I have loaded up my first applique color. I watched their webinar today.
It's cold and flu season already.
Oh no! Sorry, April. So this has 6 applique flowers. So I thought I was going to use this really cool purple. They're all the same color, and then they have a cute flower center.
And stay tuned. We do have a giveaway, and it is a new color of the month.
New color, new month, new color.
And we already sold out of the scissors.
Yeah, I have to go find it there. Like literally, I have to go searching. And I didn't find them. I found these little curved ones in a sewing kit. So that's what we're using.
You know, you gotta use the tool that you have, but
Cheryl's been in Springfield, but I haven't had time to go to Quilt Sampler. Well, we're gonna be down there. We're driving down Friday.
yeah, I'm not sure what time we'll get there, but yeah, it's first Saturday.
Hacky Quilt Club.
Don't forget the Missouri Shop Hop's going on right now as well.
That's
so you
right.
definitely want to go through if you're doing the Missouri Shop Hop.
Good reminder.
Cheryl reminded me.
What did everybody do for their Labor Day weekend? If anything, I didn't even sew. I don't think I did sew a little. Yeah, it's Friday. I had some stuff I had to get finished, so I did that. And then,
We're working on some of the next projects too.
yeah, I am working on some of our next projects.
Labor Day weekend, yeah, you're supposed to do as little as possible. There you go.
Well, I don't really consider sewing like work, unless it's something I don't want to work on, and then it is definitely work. I struggle to make myself sew on a project that I don't want to work on. Especially if it has a deadline. That can even magnify my desire to not sew and work on it. Okay, a little bit of sticky stuff just to hold our fabric down. Don't need a lot, just, just enough. And then I think I'm going to do 2 squares here, if I can get 2 out of it. I've got kind of a raggedy piece, but we will make it work. I think if I cut it, yes. Let's do that. And we'll put one here, like that. And then I'm going to trim this away, this long piece right here. And we'll put the other half right there. And then trim it away a little bit too. And I'm just lifting up enough to just see where my applique shape is. Right there. And hopefully I don't trim too much. And right there. So that would have been one that, if you had a whole fat eighth left, that would have been a good one to use it on. I haven't saved any like that. So let's go ahead and do our tack down.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. Oh, come on. Some Go Juice, not a sponsor.
Hello, the hand pink waving. have to do a double giveaway because we only have 3 shows this month.
Well, you'll have to go get another one because I only grabbed one.
Oh, 1 show this month we got to do a double giveaway.
Okay, so maybe next week then, because we're.
Because we've been fortunate enough, and I mean fortunate enough, we get to go tour the Bernina factory in Switzerland.
I am really excited about that.
So we're on a little short overseas stint.
Yes, we have our passports. I have a global entry, all of the good stuff. So we don't have to stand in line, but
Travel bag.
I am pretty excited about the Bernina factory tour because I am a gearhead and I love that kind of stuff.
How much testing they go through and
Yeah.
rigorous. Right?
I mean, I think it's super cool. This machine is put together by one person. According to Paul.
Well, we will find out. And
We'll give you the real scoop.
We'll give you the scoop on that.
I know the Bernina long arms are put together from start to finish by one person. And I'm pretty sure Paul said these are put together by one person.
Well, definitely put together in Switzerland, so it's going to be fun, and we're very, very fortunate that we're able to do this. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so we're pretty excited about it.
That is the newest Bernina.
It's got a big screen.
It does have a big screen. It doesn't come off though. Some people got confused because it has a QR code that you can pull up for help, and so you can see the same screen on your iPad or Android tablet, and so people thought that the screen came off. It does not.
Yeah, you just scan it so that you can take the help with you.
Yep. And can't you remote watch this? So, like, if I was at home right now sewing, I could go up, I could scan it and take my, I think it does. It'll send you an alert when it's time for a color change.
Color change!
So, you could go get your coffee refilled and know what your machine's doing, because it'll send you a note right to your iPad. So when the bug control guy comes to your door wanting to talk about your neighbors, how your neighbors have bugs, and they're preventing them from having. That was this weekend.
Bug guys have one?
Yeah.
We need them.
Why didn't you say so?
Well, we did.
I shoot him away.
We need them. We're in need. If you're a bug guy, call us.
6 people need to hit the thumbs up.
It's also Bernina trade-in month.
It is
September
Bernina
is trade up month. It does not apply to this machine, though. What's that?
I don't know. I thought this was a little break.
It is. Just like we did it on a show.
Does anyone remember this project?
Way back Tuesday.
Beverly, I know you got to be in there somewhere.
Tuesday
probably.
time machine.
Tuesday time machine. Love it.
Yeah, we did that in
Jane,
like
welcome to the show.
2018 maybe.
Yeah.
That one's been around a minute.
You might have even had a Bobsy.
A Bob's?
cut.
A Bob's? Yeah, I might have had a Bob. Okay, time to trim. Let's go over here to the cutting table because this is a lot of trimming. So I'll let you grab the camera. And I did find one more pattern, unclaimed.
All right, there's one left.
$44.99. We'll order more because we're going to have this as a sample in the store. And so today I'm using these little curved scissors. We sold all of the applique scissors, so this is what I've got, and so I'm going to be very careful not to stab holes or cut my threads.
you're on YouTube. Hey Sharon, how are you? Welcome to the show.
These will work in a pinch, but they're not quite as good as the other kind.
Have you ever wondered if pumpkins roll downhill?
They do.
That one on the wall is.
Is it crooked? Oh yeah. Well, turn around so they can see what you're seeing. We do have a kit for that. Come closer.
Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of. You can see it from there. Hey.
But maybe they want to see a close up of the jack-o'-lantern.
Of the actual. Okay.
You've got the height to show them.
It's better than watching me do this. We can do a few people on her for Halloween.
Is that a good view?
Good view.
Great.
It's pretty cool though. It came out really good. And just in honor of Vicky, I'll slide back down here and show her project. Anyone's in the mood for a very large embroidery project? Hey Kathy, how are you today? Hopefully feeling a little bit better.
Did you ever get your sewing room put back together?
Hey Ruth.
Ruth was in today. Hold your tongue right when you do this.
You're wishing for those other scissors, weren't you?
I am wishing for those other scissors.
I don't know what the shop pair.
Halfway there. We sold them. We didn't have a shop fair. I opened
You
up
pulled
a
them out of the
package
package and showed them.
yeah, and then somebody claimed them and we shipped them to them. So that's okay. I don't mind. But I do find myself like making these faces at my trimming here. Like, you know, the whole...
So did her arm ghost?
Did my arm
See,
go?
she can manipulate energy too.
What?
It looked like just a pair of scissors were trimming there.
Oh, that's awesome. It is almost Halloween, so...
You got your wand out, huh? And you were just, hey, trim this up.
Yeah, my, what is it, Mickey and his bucket?
Yeah, right.
We have a hint at what our color of the month is.
Yeah,
It's delicious.
We do. Let me find it. Did you get a giveaway too?
I did.
Well, they gotta wait till we do the color thing.
Yeah.
Is somebody trying to get hints on the color of the month?
Yeah, they're trying to get ahead of us. They're ahead of us.
We'll do it in a minute.
Yeah, hang tight.
We had a hard time deciding.
Hey, Lana, how are you? Trimming is the worst part of these flowers.
Yes. And I did not look yet to see how many we have to make of this one.
Last block.
last block and I have homework.
Well, it's not the periodic table, let's hope.
Thank goodness for that. All right, back over here. And then what is next? So placement, stitch petals, cutting, step fill, stitch vines. I should have loaded up green. Now I have to rethread the machine.
Okay, so somebody had beautiful blocks. Did we get to see those too, or were they somewhere?
We have posted, Lana.
Okay, Lana, I know she's doing some good work there.
Okay, we are going with like a grass green for these vines. There.
That's a good vine color.
Yeah.
Oh, Lana has all her blocks done, but she still needs to trim the sides. Put them together. All right. This is going to be fun. Did you have fun? Except for trimming the flower part?
And start. Away we go. And we'll be here for a minute. That's a little crumbs on there.
It is a quiet machine. And it's pretty quick.
It is with the high speed on.
It's quiet.
And it is quiet. So you know what that means.
Yeah, Lana said she loved doing it.
Oh, that's awesome. We just got, I don't know how we would do it online, but we could, maybe. I don't know.
Good, maybe, don't know.
I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I won't say it because it's for class. But anyway, so where were we? Not very quiet with the earbuds on.
Yeah, the audio's really good on these cameras.
It is really good on the cameras.
My Robert's too loud.
So
Always pre-cut the application the scan cut. Now that's true. That's a good idea, John.
does I didn't look to see if they gave you. Yeah, let's look. I have I don't think it does come with the cutting. But no, R, DST, EXP, HS, JEF, PCS, PES, SEW, SHV, VIP, and BP3. Well, if you have a brother, then, well, it depends on which brother. You could load it up. So, yeah, you would need to have the software to open the PBS and then send it.
So it's doable.
It is doable with brother. But yeah, some of the companies are sending the cut file with their applique designs. OESD, I think, does. Yep, John, that's what we were just talking about. Pull cut lines from the PES file.
That is quite the sentence, too. Makes me think of the Pez dispensers.
I love those. They're like little Smarties.
Dispenser. Hey, Linda, how are you?
So things we have coming up, new project down in Springfield for AccuQuilt. making all kinds of store samples. This is one, this is the border, and then this is one of the main blocks for this quilt kit, Christmas Joy. So this is so pretty, the pinks and greens. You could actually have this out anytime. Well, it does have Christmas fabrics in it, but look at all the fabulous fabrics.
Hey, Vicky.
Select has really been paying attention because they have come out with 2 new rulers. You have a skinny Dresden and a wide Dresden. I love Dresdens. And so the skinny one is $23.99. You can find it on our website. The wide one is $33.99. And then there's a little how-to on the back of it. But so nice, because these, I don't know if you guys have ever tried out, weigh in if you have the Quilter Select rulers. If you don't have them, I will show you why you should have them, because they're so worth it.
Practice makes perfect.
Just getting zoomies.
Hey Cecilia, how are you? Life's too short to not have fun. Remember that.
That's right. I always say life's too short for like tools that don't serve you. I did some housekeeping and I got rid of a lot of stuff.
Pretty cool.
They are pretty cool.
Easy.
So that's going to take a minute. I'll just show you a demo of the Quilter Select rulers because they are so worth your time and money. I know everybody has rulers, but the reason we like these, I need some fabric. How about some of this? This went really super fast. This was a full boat, like just a couple of days ago.
Here, she's got a bucket here.
Oh, I was just going to show. So, we are used to rulers that do this on our fabric. Can you see? I should have grabbed a different color because it's kind of the same color.
Yeah, that's probably not the best color.
Grab the green or the red.
Maybe better?
Yeah.
Of course, it's got yellow in it.
Much better. So back to our demo. We are used to rulers that do this. And as we're cutting, I don't have my blade open here. You know, you get up here to the top and then your ruler does this where it moves over. So frustrating.
Hey, Kathy.
These rulers have this coating. I don't know if you can see it.
It's kind of opaque looking.
It is opaque looking, but I am not pushing. Here, I'll use one finger. It's moving the fabric, not the ruler. So these things, they just really, really grip your fabric. So you line it up and it's not budging. So once you get it set, I will tell you, always, always, always hang your pinky off the edge of your ruler when you're cutting, so you don't cut the tip of your finger off with a rotor cutter. Ask me how I know. So especially when you're doing something like these where you're cutting your strip and then you're just picking up this ruler and rotating it. They come in all different sizes. I'll take you over and show you all of the sizes that they have in these rulers. I absolutely love them. I have several of them at home. Now let's focus. Let's point it up a little bit. There we go. Going on a tour. So, tons of rulers. I have the 8.5. These are not inexpensive, but the one that I have on the cutting table, we started using in 2017 and it still grips. You saw how well it did. I actually wind my fabric up on this one and then fold it in half and put it on my shelf. They have a set. I'll point you down a little bit. So these go together. So there's this one and this one, and we always get either paper piecing or template to sew this block together. So these go together, they're the opposite, right? So that piece in that quilt block that I was just showing you, you could use these if you don't have AccuQuilt. It comes in the AccuQuilt cubes, but these are, anytime you see the template, that's what these are for. So good ones to have. If you're squaring up your block and you have AccuQuilt, there's a 4.5 inch version of that ruler. And if you have the 4-inch cube, there's even a 2.5 inch version of this. How cool is this? I have one of these at home. I have a lot of these. So 9.5 is a good size to have. For those of you that like those really skinny rulers, this is a 1.5 by 12. There's a 3 by 18, a 2.5 by 18. There's also a 3 by 12, which I don't see out. They do have some back orders right now, but I'm really digging that they're getting into the shapes on these, because it's this one, 60-degree diamond. Very nice. So if you haven't tried out Quilter Select, give them a look, because they're so worth it. Let's check on our embroidery. And that looks really pretty. Yep, I'm using Floriani thread. So her question was, does that green have kind of a shine to it? And the answer is yes, I'm using Floriani. Woo! Our hoop was ghosting for a minute. So I'm using Floriani because I want this to be a real vivid quilt. And the Floriani has a really nice shine to it. Anything else you would like to see? Yeah, I agree. Buy them one at a time, Lana, because they are pretty pricey. That 8.5 is almost $70. There's an 18 by 18 ruler that the quilters who make t-shirt quilts, they love it, because you can just set it down, square up your block.
Yeah, there will be some Christmas bundles probably. I don't know if that one's usually not in it.
The 18 by 18? No, I haven't seen the 18 by 18 in it. They did one year, and it was a fabulous bundle, and they haven't really done it. Well, they did it 2 years in a row, but it was the cutting mat, the 6-inch ruler, the 6 by 24, and the rotary cutter for like $69. And
Bobbin chicken.
I lost on bobbin chicken.
Hashtag Quilter Select. Great holiday bundle.
Yes. Okay, let's wind a bobbin. And I'll show you some of the cool things. Although, let's cut our thread first. Cut. I'm just gonna take it off so we can all see it. And then there's a little. Yep. I lost in bobbin chicken.
Let's have a big bobbin.
It does have a big bobbin. Look at the size of it. It's the reflection. There we go. You're very metaphysical. But here's the coolest thing ever, right? I mean, so many times, I cannot tell you how many times we'll get a machine in for repair because they're like, oh, it's sewing so poorly. And guess what? The bobbin's upside down. This bobbin will not go in upside down.
They just corrected the problem, didn't they?
They know us. They know what kind of shenanigans we get into. And the other thing, it won't go on the spindle the wrong way either. So you can't. So I'm trying to put it on the wrong way. Nope. You have to flip it over and go the right way. And then it'll go down.
That's fantastic.
That's nifty. I didn't know that.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. Okay, so winding your bobbin. Let's come over and look at the back of the machine. Let's come right around. Sorry for the earthquake there. Quilt as you go technique, easy way, no strips on back when joining rows. I don't know that that's possible. But I could look. So there's a thing, it's right there. It even has the number 1 because they know who we are. 2. And then I'm going to go up through the little hole in my bobbin. Maybe. There we go. Pull everything kind of tight a little bit. And then away we go. I'm going to stop it and wonder where I put my scissors. Scalpel. And
The
then
patient's gonna make it.
we're gonna pull this tight again because it got loose. Loose.
I have to add some more wireless here.
I like how your purple matches your purple.
I planned that. There we go.
That's a pretty fast bobbin around.
It is a very fast bobbin winder. That is another thing we get in. So people will be like, they'll turn on their machine and like say, oh my gosh, it's making a noise. And that one is a phone call and we'll listen and say your bobbin winder's engaged. And then we both giggle and be like, it happens to all of us. Okay, again, bobbin will only go in one way. So will not. I'm not. Don't undervalue how important that. You're over there giggling.
I'm enjoying the show.
Okay, and so that's it. Goes in just like that. I'll tell you something. I always hang on to the tail of my bobbin when I'm putting it in because you don't want to put your bobbin in like this. I've done it. It goes badly. Seen away on YouTube, Scrap Fabric Love.
Well, if there's a way, you can find it. That's for sure.
I can find it. I don't know how to do it, but that doesn't mean I won't learn how to do it so that I can show you. And cut. There we go. Let's answer our message. And we're back.
And away we go.
Giddy up. Nope, nope, gotta hit it again. Press and hold. I have seen a method for doing that. Whoop, color change. We finished all the green. I didn't realize we were that far along.
This is the last color, isn't it?
No, there's one more after this. I don't think we'll get it finished tonight, but and it may take me a week or two to get it actually done.
Solana didn't hear the request.
So the request was for quilt as you go method.
Press and hold.
Thank you. I just like to look and make sure it's actually sewing. The request was for a quilt as you go method that doesn't have the strips on the back when you're piecing the quilt together. And I have seen a method for doing that.
And if you could rewind, you would have saw the engineer's face show up there because it was there, and she was already engineering. Where'd I see it? How could I?
Yeah, I was. I was thinking about that when I was threading the machine. I'm like, oh yeah, I know how. I actually do know how. It involves some maths though, so but you can do it. I did see it on a YouTube way back when YouTube came out. I was like just engrossed in watching sewing videos because I'm self-taught, so I read a lot of books, and if it didn't make sense, I just figured out how to do it. And so the way people have always done it isn't necessarily the way that I'm going to do it, and I'll show you, you know, cheats if I can. They're not really cheats, they're just different methods.
They're modifications.
They're modifications
the original method.
To the standard.
So she said she's never done a quilt as you go.
Yeah. I have. I don't know. It's okay. I mean, if you don't have a sewing machine with a big throat like this and you can't do a big quilt, I get it. And a lot of embroidery does it, but you know, you're kind of limited that way too. But quilt as you go is kind of a different thing. So the embroidered ones, a lot of them just do stitch in the ditch once it's done, so they have made it bulky for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Well, and then the more you quilt on the quilt, then the heavier it gets too. Then it's kind of stiff a little bit, not flexible. Yep. Improvise. That's a good word for it. I'm improvising. I love this color. This is such a pretty pink.
Ah, it's a good question.
The question is, do you change your bobbin color when you change your thread color? And the answer is no. Let me grab bobbin thread usually comes in black or white, and so this is the back. And so if you can notice, so this is a good example of good tension on your sewing machine. So if your white or black bobbin thread is coming all of the way out to your edge, you might want to tighten up your bobbin just a little bit. But no. So with embroidery, you use a real thin thread. This is 60 weight thread, and we're sewing, our top thread is a 40 weight. And so it's actually pulling all of this thread back to the back of the project. So you can see in the pink, so this is what you want to see when you flip your project over. You want to see just like a little strip of white and then your top color coming towards the back. So that's why we don't change our bobbin thread. Now, there are exceptions, and I'm going to stop here for a second. Stop, and cut, because I am either not threaded right or my bobbin isn't right. I've done something. Because see how my thread is only one-sided coming through? And if you look at the front, see how you can see white? I'll try to hold it still so the camera will focus. So you see the white coming through? So
it just segues right into this lecture about changing the bobbin.
So I'm going to start with my bobbin. I'll pull it out. I'm going to take it completely out. Okay. Pull my tail off. And put it back in. All the way through. And in there. Pop it in. Cut. And then close. So when you see this at home and you're like, well, it's kind of lopsided. Oh, I know what I did. I'm stuck in the bobbin tension disc. So that was an easy one to see. We haven't sewn in on this one enough to rate a new bobbin case, but some people have two bobbin cases, one for, and I don't know if this one comes with two or not, one for embroidery, one for sewing. Depending on your manufacturer, they may ship with two. But, so, my tip for when this happens is Sharpie makes a multicolor pack of the fine point Sharpies. And where you see white, you just take your pink fuchsia Sharpie and color it, and then set your hot iron on it to heat set it. It's like it never happened. But that's how you fix that. Always just rethread, do the whole thing, bobbin, everything, and then check what your stitches look like.
Hey, Teresa. Joan was saying it comes with the yellow high tension bobbin.
Yeah. Yep. Which we are not using, but you can see the tension that we got on it is pretty good. And as soon as it's done with this, I'll stop it and show you the difference. So I love it when stuff like this happens, so you get to learn. But you can see that the tension on the project is much, much better because it's not going through the bobbin winder tension mechanism too. So that's a little too much tension on the top. And that's why we're having that issue. So it goes back to our saying that we do every night, and that is before you bring it in for a spa day, rethread the machine, check your thread path, because this is why. And we're only going to get like this far, so I'm just going to stop. And we're already cut. And our stitches look much better now. Raise the presser foot. So pull it out. So here is the one we just did. And so see how it looks better? So All good. So let's just stop and do our giveaway and our thread color. Okay, ghosting. I don't know what that is. What's causing
That's
it?
pretty
I
weird.
think I potentially could have put the camera on the wrong setting because I've only done that since we've gotten the back camera particularly. Check the
Gotcha.
settings on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So this month's color, oh look a match, is
Do match.
I planned that.
you knew that a week ago I would be wearing purple. That's you're psychic. Plumtastic. It is color number 6735. 15% off for the show. 20% off if you're in the club. If you're not in the club, it's $20 to join. And then all of your thread is 20% off. Not just the color of the month. All of your thread. So if there's a color you want, just give us a call. We'll apply your discount and get it on its way to you. Plumtastic. We're going to have fun saying that.
Oh,
And tonight's giveaway is compliments of Riley Blake, which you could use this to make the spool quilt. It's cute. It has cows. Let me see if we can. Yep, see the cows? Cows. I just knew you were gonna move.
well, you know.
Tulip Cottage. It's very cute. So, and got dots. Does look like a farm. Oh, there's a little car. It's a little wagon.
A wagon and cows. Nice.
Nice.
Well, somebody's gonna win.
Compliments of Riley Blake. I don't know who the designer is on this one. Who is it? It probably says on Melissa Mortensen.
Oh, congratulations, Beverly. You're a winner
Beverly,
tonight.
congratulations. I can't remember if Beverly is local or not.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Beverly.
On the East Coast.
I know she shopped with us before, so we will get this on its way to you. Congratulations. Last vlog. Oh,
I know. You're finishing up one.
I know.
What next?
Well-
After the room.
What else would you? We talked about Quilt As You Go. That'll take a minute to research and figure that out. So, what else could we do?
Something over the next quarter?
Maybe new.
We could do different segments.
Yeah. What do you guys want to see?
Weigh in, guys.
What's been bugging you?
It's okay, I'll wait.
Okay. Well, next week we're doing ruler.
Yep.
Your doesn't matter what size. I'm going to use a 6-inch because that's what we have out. So we'll do some hexies, we'll do some diamonds, we'll do all kinds of stuff. So next week will just be cutting. And you'll want to bookmark that one. So we do save these. They're on YouTube. I'm sure Catherine will turn it into an actual video. I can't help you, Patsy.
Nice try.
So it'll be fun. All the things that you didn't know you cut out. Some of you already know, but we have new people too. And so everybody will get a chance to see what you can cut out with just a regular old ruler. Some of them I will have to have notes, like the hexies. I always have to have a note when I cut hexies. I have to go through it and cut it a couple of times before I get it right. But it's good to know. Okay, what else? There's a fly in here.
Is it better to cut using the lines on your mat or your ruler?
So the question was, is it better to cut with the lines on your mat or your ruler. And so it's your ruler. So you always want to use your ruler to measure. The cool thing about AccuQuilt, or not AccuQuilt, Quilter Select, is they have a mat, and the lines on the mat match exactly the lines on your ruler. So if you have a Quilter Select mat and a Quilter Select ruler, then you can use your mat to cut, which I do at home. But even if you take a look at bring you over and show you why we don't use our mat over our ruler. Because one, look how thick the line is on our mat. It's huge, right? So that's actually, I'm measuring it. It's a 32nd of an inch, which doesn't seem like a lot. If you're a carpenter, you'd be like, you've lost your mind if you don't think that's a lot. So 32nd of an inch. So imagine you have 32, 2-inch squares going across your block. Your row is going to be off by an inch by the time you get there. So, rulers and mats don't always line up that great. So I'm lining my ruler up with the middle right here, and I'm going to bring you in really, really close, and hopefully it doesn't get really, really blurry. So I don't know if you can see, I'm going to move it just a little bit so you can see there's the line, and I'm going to center it up again. So I'm centering this line on the very edge. I'm going to straighten my ruler up, and by the time I get up here, let's straighten the camera out to the very top. See how my line isn't even on the mat. So the line on the mat is right here, and my line on my ruler is down here. And you can see that there's a gap in between, and that's not because I've moved the ruler or anything. Actually, let me center it up again, center it up. See how much we're off? This is why we don't use our mat to measure. So, but if you have a Quilter Select ruler and a Quilter Select mat, then it lines up perfectly across the whole thing. So I don't know what factory they're using, but your whole ruler will match perfectly all the way across. So doesn't seem like a lot until you're doing a bed-size quilt, and that 32nd of an inch is going to throw you off by that much. So
you got to vote for ruler work.
Okay, ruler work on machine. Okay, what else? Can't fix cars or husbands or children or grandchildren or pools or dogs, cats. I did hear a fun fact. So, how many are cat people? I know Robert's a cat person. He has Lana. So, fun fact, did you know that if you're in Europe and your dog bites somebody, you are responsible because it's your pet and you've trained it, and dogs are considered domesticated. If your cat bites somebody, you are not responsible because they're still considered wild animals.
Well, they are wild. I'll give them that.
Just an interesting fact, when your cat's having a fit, they're still considered a wild animal. So, interesting. With that, we'll say...
And Lana actually did get Sean here, and he just tapped her on the back, and she was like, hey!
I'm not ready to be petted.
That's right. I'll let you know.
It's petting on my terms, not yours. So, that's us for tonight. Thank you for joining us. And as always, change your needle, check your thread path, and oil your hook. And Robert's doing the I1 pose. Before you bring your machine in for a spa day.
And have a great week.